Welcome to day 26 of 30 days towards creating a family ministry plan for your church. We're so glad that you made it this far, and we would also just continue to tell you the best resource you're going to be able to find to dig deeper into everything we're talking about is the book that Ron Hunter's written called The DNA of D6. You want to pick that up, which you can pick up on d6family.com/DNA at any time. You won't regret that. So today we're talking with Ron Hunter, who is, of course, the author of this book. And Ron, just before we get started with this segment and continue the chapter, Ron Davis, who's the director of student life at a college called Southeastern Free Will Baptist College, said Ron Hunter has provided a refreshing look at generational discipleship, arguably the most important ministry concept facing the church today. And so just as we begin to start, how do we coach parents not to just have conversations like we talked about yesterday, but how do we coach them to have deeper conversations with their kids?
Yes, without a doubt, let's keep reminding ourselves the number one spiritual influencer of kids are parents. Whether for the good or the bad, it still is there, that 1/168 principle. The only way our church is going to get more healthy is to help parents live out their faith values at home. And it starts with conversations with their kids. So we talked about sandcastles yesterday, and that's where the majority of people play. It's on the sand. It's safe there, little to no risk. But when we get out there in a scuba or snorkel level, and today we're dealing with the snorkel level, there's a little more risk. And when we risk, then we're getting out there and we're thinking, hey, I'm worried about that snorkel getting below the water line. I might choke here. And every parent has that fear of choking while having deeper level conversations with their kids, especially at the preteen or teen level. You as a ministry leader can help them risk fear to get out there and have those conversations. And we segue from sandcastle level to snorkel level when we ask, hey, what were the highs and lows of your day? And they say, hey, one of my lows was I was picked last today, Dad. Or Mom, I failed this exam. Or Mom, I got a B-. The next question out of our mouths should be, how did that make you feel? How did other people respond? And what we're doing is we're going from topical level to emotional level. We want to see how they're responding emotionally. What's your opinions of what happened? How would you deal with it? And as parents, we're not giving them the answers. We're finding the answers and coaching them in the moment. That's the importance of that snorkel level. And it does risk fear to go a little bit deeper, but it's worth it because the scuba level is going to take us to even a greater depth. And when we have these kinds of conversations, and remember, they're not all faith conversations, they're not all sermons, they're just helping our kids navigate life. And we're getting a chance to speak into it by having regular conversations. Yeah.
And really, the sandcastle conversations are what give you the credibility and the opportunity to speak in the snorkel conversations, right?
That's correct.
So then, I like the way you say it, risk fear. Let that be our focus for today. How are we as ministry leaders going to help parents risk fear and have the courage to take a deeper step in their conversations with kids, especially, like Ron said, with middle schoolers and high schoolers? That's not very common for parents to go deeper in their conversations with their kids because it's scary. Are they going to judge me? Are they going to be open? And so we want to help our parents in our churches and in our communities to risk fear to take a deeper step with their kids. The best resource you can use right now to help you do that is the DNA of D6 by Ron. It's an incredible tool, incredible resource, not just for the church staff and ministry leaders, but also for the parents who desperately want their kids to know Christ and to grow deeper in their faith. So thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you tomorrow.